afternoon, traders. Hope everybody's doing well. Mr. Realistic here for another episode of Bearish or Bullish. Before we start our episodes, please know that I am not a financial advisor and that you all should do your own due diligence before doing anything. All right, I am just here for entertainment. All right, that's what I do here. I entertain. So I hope you all are entertained, and I hope you all had a great week as well. So let's get into uh, wrap up of last week and moving into our new week of, let's see, it would be the 18th of October. Man, we're flying by. So Friday, Friday was just a boring day for me, unless you were in ETEK. I mean, ETEK exploded, as we can see by this long, thick green candle here on the daily. They had quite the day. To my knowledge, this was all based on the amended documents that they uploaded, that the OTC asked for, and the attorney letter. That's all I got back when I sent out a tweet. I didn't have much time to look into it. Been a little busy Friday and Saturday, so I'm assuming that's what that big candle's from. Nobody said otherwise to me. So just an FYI, it is going to come back down. This makes zero sense to me, how it could jump up to 77 just on that. The only logical thing that in my mind is traders think that Monday was going to be the day that they go pink. That is not going to be the case, as it takes 3 to 5 business days, not even the weekend, business days, for the OTC to review it once those files are sent in. Please keep in mind, I've called, I've emailed OTC. I actually have proof of it via email that it says this 3 to 5 business days. This was back in June, before the crazy mad rush of what we are now seeing right now, is people are trying to get pink. Companies are trying to get pink. So 3 to 5 days is a little on the low side right now. So I'd expect 1 to 2 more weeks if the filing is all good. But if you're in low and you want to collect some shares, there's no chance I wouldn't sell or a large portion of my. I'd probably sell about 30% at these levels right here, because I feel like they're going to go back down to 5, especially if it touches 80s. 80s, I would probably sell half of my position, because it's coming down to 5s or 6s, because people are going to freak out when they see that there's no pink in a week. So this is just my opinion, based on all the knowledge that I've had talking to the OTC markets, and emailing as well. So I don't, outside of that, I don't see this stock, though, as I've said, and why I think this is going to go bigger than PUGE is because of this following. I look out for stocks that have strong volume, okay? And as you can see, it had a strong push up here, and this is what I was looking for, and then this consolidation, and it's been holding so strong during this wait for the pink. But it's just going to take time. They're so backed up in the OTC markets, that it's just gonna take time. So this green candle right here, if it is just based on the OTC filings, this is going to come back. Okay, if it was something else, some type of news other than that, then I retract my statement. But I'm pretty sure it was just because of the filings. We're all bullish, but this doesn't mean anything to me, or anything of that nature. It will do this once pink is there and we get news going out. But in my opinion, this is just a false breakout based on those amendment filings, from what I gather. I haven't done much digging on it. Remember, I'm just doing the charts on this side. So look into that. If it was just the amended filings and you got in the 70s, upper 60s, that's going to be a negative hold for you while you're waiting for pink, because it's going to come back down to low 6s, maybe 5s too, within a week. And keep in mind, and this goes for any stock, okay? So when they send in those filings, all right, you have those 3 to 5 business days when they were on normal times, and now we're looking at extended times where I've seen, we've been waiting for a month to hear back, and then they don't tell us anything, and they say, oh, we amended it, and that goes back in. Well, that same wait time frame happens again. And I've seen companies have to do this over and over and over again. Okay. USCI is one of the ones that had to redo their paperwork like 4 times. It's ridiculous. So keep an eye on that, because if they have to keep amending, it's going to take longer and longer, and the price is going. People are very impatient at the OTC. If it didn't happen that day, then it's taken too long to them. So just keep that in mind. All right, ETEK is going to be fine. It's going to be great. I'm just saying this is a false breakout. I'm not bearish. I'm not bullish yet on either of them until pink comes in. I will be bullish once it goes pink. So accumulation is key. Don't overpay. Accumulate down in the zones right here. Monday we'll get more sense of here. I'm expecting Monday to be a jump and then a large pullback. All right, so ETEK is going to be great in the future. All right, I've got a new one for us, SEGI. I've actually been in this one months and months and months ago when it was up here. I think I got in at like 6 or 7 cents right here, and then it shot all the way up to 14, and then we hit that bear market, and everything was just coming down pretty hard. So this had a nice run and rolling back down, and now we're getting that spike. Remember what we're looking out for, everybody, are all these indicators on the daily jumping up. So we've got the 21 and the 21 starting to break out on the daily, and now we're on to keep an eye out on the long term, which is the 50 coming up over the 200. At this current pace, we should see the bullish cross within a couple of weeks, probably, actually, sorry, maybe a month or so. That's a long-term one. But I'd still get in on this because it looks like it's very bullish right now. We have to keep an eye, though, on this RSI. I don't know how hot this stock can run. It's been a long time since it's had a runner. We're sitting at 85 RSI, so we're definitely going to get a pullback soon before the next leg. This is definitely one to keep an eye on. I would not rush into this yet. Wait for that pullback. I assume it would be coming on Monday, Tuesday. So this is kind of an accumulation, and I mean, all cylinders are firing right here. All right, we made that cross down over here, 2 cents, and now we're sitting up at 3.5. Okay, so let's see if we can't get high 2s, low 3s while it's making its way up. This is going to be a nice hold and let it just kind of run thing. So SEGI looks bullish, with some good numbers here. All right, let's see. NBRI. Oh, this is so frustrating. On Friday, I thought it was going to have its break, but we all make mistakes and everything like that. I had my lower trend in the wrong level. I was using more of the support line, but as you can see, we have pennants, and I ended up tweeting this out last night. So I've told you all stocks in the OTC have some type of pattern, okay? And they either follow other stocks, their stock has a similar pattern. This thing does both, okay? On the daily, I've said over and over again, I've compared the daily right here. Don't worry about these trend lines. They only match up with the hourly. But you'll see right here that I find this part right here extremely similar to this part right here in the VNTH run when it started to pop up. So I believe, all right, this one right here is very similar to this candle right here. As you can see, we're 1, 2, 3 red days, green, red, and I'm expecting a green day finish tomorrow. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on VNTH, green day, red day, and then that's when we got our shot up. Okay, so it broke out of this pennant and jumped up for VNTH. Same thing I believe will happen 1, 2, 3 days. It's green, it's got that one down, so it's coming to the end of the pennant. End of Monday, Tuesday, I believe it will push through. This has a strong backing, so I mean, we just had the golden cross. I mean, it's called a golden cross for a reason. People are just looking for these long-term crosses right here, and you're definitely on the daily is the best way you can get it. Okay, so fully bullish here. This thing is riding the 8 MA, right here. Okay, so look, it goes up, touches the 8 MA, goes up, touches the 8 MA, goes up, touches the 8 MA, goes up, comes back, touches the 8 MA, and boom. And that's creating those pennants. So let's look at it on the hourly. Okay, so let me zoom out. All right. Like I said, Friday was a very low volume day. As I go through all the charts, I'll try and point it out, but trying to get through this one because we have a lot of stocks to get through. But these are the volume bars right here. Okay, so look how low the volume was compared to all these other ones. I fully expect to get these spikes here soon, right in this area right here. So probably right in here, we're going to get spikes. And as we can see, this was the end of 15. So as soon as tomorrow starts, the chart will slide over some. So this will be 18, and then we'll go in, and then this will be the 19th right in this area. It's close to the end on here, but it'll be right here, it'll be the 19th. So that's why I'm thinking end of the day, Monday, that somebody will punch this up with a solid green, or beginning of Tuesday. It typically happens at the end of the day, and people are like, "Oh, people know news. People know this." No, it's just it's breaking out. They see that it's got bullish, and they want it to have a bullish trend, so they shoots up in volume with a bunch of people. All right, so let's look over this trend that I told you all these stocks have. All right, so remember 8 over 21 is bullish. 21 right here over the 8 is bearish. The short term, and then also the 50 over 200 is bullish. Opposite 200 over 50 is bearish. So we're full bullish. We have a slight bearish right here. I don't stress about that on because you need those for little pullbacks as they're making those stepping stairs. All right, so I like to think of these as steps. So you're going up, make it come down, make that step. We go up, we take another step up, we make another step, so we can continue to climb all the way up. All right, that's a healthy stock. So as we can see, these this chart makes pennants. Okay, so a pennant is just as it sounds. If you've ever seen like a baseball flag with a point at the end, it's called a pennant. That's a pennant. A flag is where you have a channel. I'll just draw it up here. Where, all right, one there. All right, one there, and then it's going up in here. Actually, I know exactly what has it. Here you go. Right here, CFGX has a bull flag, okay? So it's going up and going up. A downward one would be here. So keep an eye on this. Eventually, this will continue to go up, but eventually, with the uptrend one, as it goes up, it's going to come back down, and then it'll retrace and come back. I'm getting off topic here. Let's get back. So let me get rid of those two so we don't get distracted. All right. So as you can see, big spike, pullback. All right, as it pulls back, you're like, oh man, the stock's done with. And then it gets to the end of here, and then it breaks up. Okay, next thing happens, it breaks up, goes here, then it pulls back, pulls back, pulls back. You're like, oh, the stock's totally done. Oh, wait, holds this trend line, comes up, breaks out of the pennant, shoots up. Goes to the next one, going up, going up, going up, huge spike. All right, come pull back, pull back, pull back. Oh, the stock's done. Trend line, bounces. Oh, end of the pennant. Spikes up, going up, going up, going up. Much larger run here. This is why it's taking a lot longer here. All right, the more you go up, the more you come back. Keep that in mind. All right, so it comes up, pull back, pull back, pull back. Oh, hey, look what we just touched. Huh. I wonder where this has happened before. And this leads me to believe that tomorrow, and by the end of the day, we're going to get that spike, and we're going to shoot to the 40s, all right? And then we're going to have a big break. I believe we'll hit 40s. Well, I definitely feel extremely strong about the 40s. More so, this RSI has cooled down so much compared to, it's just been sitting in here sideways, which has been great. So we're sitting at 64%. So I'm thinking 50s here. Maybe push 60 before pullback, all right? So NBRI super bullish leading into that as well. Obviously, if it breaks its trend line and comes below, that's super bearish. But as we're going off prior trends, okay? It's, 3 times, all right? That's 3 confirmations that it's done before. A 4th time would make sense as it continues. that is a strong building chart when it keeps doing that. All right. So if it does that, man, this could turn into a long-term hold because it is building itself up perfectly for what we want to see, those stepping stones. So we're taking those steps up instead of getting those straight pump and dumps. When they go straight up, they fall straight down. These ones are building the steps. All right. They're building the new higher highs and higher lows. So this was the low previously. Here's the high. Here's the new low. After that one, this creates a new support system. New high, new low, old low, new low up here. All right, new high is right here. New lows here. So we'll break up new high, and then it'll come back down and make a new low. That's what you want to see in a stock. You don't want these 100%er days, guys, girls, everyone out there, non-binaries. Love you all. All right, so please make sure that you understand pullbacks are extremely necessary in the stocks. Okay, so you need to make sure that your stock is building this type of pattern. It is a very bullish pattern, in my opinion, because of the support system. All right, if you go straight up, your last support system is where you left off at when you start coming down. So adios, amigos. There's nothing to catch you. All right. But as you go here, if we go up here, this is our support system. We could go from 18 to 11. That's our support. Now that we go up to here to 29, now we have a support at 15 and 11. Okay. And then we do it again. All right. We come here to 34. And then we've got 19, we've got the 15 and 11, and then new support here at 29. So as we come up, there's 44. Okay, so now from 44, we've got 30. We've also got down here at 24, 19. You get it. All right, so you've got these support layers now to help your stock catch it from any type of dip, and that is huge, and that's what we want to see in a stock. So all eyes for me are on NBRI on Monday, as this is a big indicator if this stock is going to be super bullish or if we're going to retrace them. I fully expect a bullish trend here. So I will be keeping a close eye on Monday on this one. All right, as double O's coming up, we're trying to get to a penny, and I'm not the only one out there. There's a lot of people following this. All right. VNTH. VNTH had a interesting day, to say the least. Okay, we definitely had some selling going on, which is completely fine. We had 3 green days in a row, massive jump. Let's take a measurement from the bottom to the top. We are looking at a gain of 68%. Okay, if you actually, I missed it a little bit. Let's go back. So we're going to put the measuring tool at the bottom. Okay, and then if you bought it bottom on that day, and if you bought or sold at the top and got really lucky and hit the number, okay, you're up 68.92% just on if you sold right there. All right, so that's a huge difference. All right, I'm talking about 50-60% right there. You're gonna get some profit taking, gonna get some takebacks. RSI's definitely up there in the 80s. It could stay there, as you can see. We've gotten up to the 89, 90 level. All right, so would not surprise me if tomorrow's a red day, especially with some news coming out about the shares, authorized shares. So keep in mind, authorized shares are shares that could be introduced into the SS. All right, so the structure of the restricted shares, the OS, the outstanding shares. So the AS is just there. They can take from it, all right, and they can put it into the outstanding shares, the OS, all right. Doesn't matter unless they do it, okay. Now, there's 2 types of the OS. Okay, we have restricted shares and we have unrestricted shares. All right, unrestricted shares are what retail us do for trading. Okay, restricted doesn't affect us. Okay, that is more the company's side of things. All right, think of it that way. So think of they took 335 million shares. Okay, so at a penny, let's say it was at a penny. I have to read through the whole thing, but let's say they exercised that at a penny. Okay, I'm sure it was less. At a penny, that's $3.35 million. Okay, it's not anything crazy. All right, that does not affect the outstanding shares. All right, for retail, the float. Okay, what we trade. That does not affect that at all. Okay, what it affects is it will affect the overall market cap, what the stock is worth. So we will see a slight drop in VNTH, I believe, on Monday because of this. Also, people don't understand this, and so they think, oh no, dilution, and drive down. No, all right. They did it in the restricted for a reason, and they've said that. Okay, the stock is going to be great. It's fine. 335 in the restricted is usually to pay off a debt and for acquisitions. In my opinion, and I've talked with other traders about this too, I believe, okay, that they did this, okay, so that they could pay off those collectible notes that they tweeted out that they paid off, okay? So I firmly believe that's what it was. I have to do some more research in it. I haven't really had time these last couple days. But just seeing from the outside box, that's what makes sense to me. They took that money and did that. They probably had money from that left over, and now they're going to use that for acquisitions and buying other companies. This is speculation, all my opinion, but that's typically what it's done for. All right. When you are investing in an OTC stock, you are investing in speculation, not growth, not anything of that nature. Everything in the OTC is purely speculation. Okay. OTC stocks come to the stock market because they need your money, retail's money. Okay. They need some institutional investors down the road to invest in their company because they need capital to build that company up. Okay. Is it always good to have dilution? No. But if it's not affecting the float and it's not a massive amount, not stressed about it. Okay. This hit the restricted shares, which is good in my opinion because it doesn't affect the float. Okay. Also, when we're talking about it as well, we need this company to grow. This company and every other company in the OTC, we want it to grow, okay? And we have the speculation that they have a great idea. They need the capital, the funds to make that happen. And how they do that is they come on the OTC markets and they make themselves available or so that we can say, hey, I love the idea that you've got going here. Here's my money. This is what I think your stock is worth. Okay. And please use this to build your company. Okay. Now they have a certain amount of shares that they can do that on. If they need to raise more capital, okay, then they will take out shares out of the authorized section, okay, and they will put them into either the restricted or unrestricted or both, okay. If it goes into unrestricted, that's dilution towards the retail investors, okay. Let me clarify this. VNTH, put it in the restricted, okay, the company side of things, not the retail side of things, all right. We obviously don't want the crazy amount of dilution or anything of that nature for any stock, but please keep in mind that these stocks will come in, they will start to get down because of the dilution, and then they will raise back up because they need the capital to raise it. Okay. If it has a great CEO, if it has a great following, if it has a great product, most of all right, then we need it to get the amount of capital it needs to be successful. All right, super important. All right, so I'm not worried about VNTH at all. I do believe it'll go red on Monday as the 335 and restricted is going to send a panic switch off of uninformed, misinformed traders trying to be on the nicest of sides. If you really want me to say what's on my mind, I will. You guys let me know. I have no problem ever doing that as well. But yeah, it take this time. If you believe in the stock as I do, and you believe in the chart, it's beautiful and everything of that nature, and it's got a great product, and it's got a young CEO who I'm actually really curious about. I have to watch him some more and watch him as he goes. So you know what? I'm buying the dip, selling the rip every time, guys and girls, and everybody out there. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm expecting a dip here. This is a fake jump on the end of the day because they saw this with the shares. But then you'll see the other things. One thing that does stand out to me is 100 billion authorized shares. That never gets traded or anything of that nature. Find out the 100 billion was actually by the old CEO and the old company, and they are in the process of getting those removed. You have to go through um, the market and the trading word profile. Anyways, they're getting reduced by either 95 or 96 million. So it's going to drop a massive amount, and it's going to be great for the company. It's a huge number that's going to go away. It's just going to take some time. As you can tell, everything's backed up. All right. So VNTH, Red Monday, I assume. Buy the dip, sell the rip, in my opinion. It's going to be fine. And actually, this is perfect because, like I said, this RSI is a little high over here anyways. Let's get it back down into here. Anything that dips on the stock, I'm going to buy it. I'm looking for 80s, 70s on here. So just remember, you're in the stock, you're in other stocks, okay? If your other stock's doing well and it takes rough, I usually like to take a percentage out of that. And then when my other stocks I feel very comfortable on are dipping, and I say, oh man, I wish I had more of this, and it's dipping and it's going down and I've got my conviction in it, I take that profit from the other one, I stick it in that one so it grows as well. All right. So that's one of my plays and how I do things. All right, CFGX. Bullish flag rolling up here. It's going to stay in this channel for a while. As it goes up, it's going to continue to roll and go up. It's whenever it breaks below this bullish flag that you're going to want to say, uh-oh. All right. But I don't expect that anytime soon. Staying way above ahead. It bounces off of it. I mean, look right here, bounced off right here. I am looking at this. RSI is relatively low. This stock is purely, and all stocks for that matter, in this low doubles area are accumulation zones. I am not trying to slap the ask. I'm not trying to do any of that. I am waiting for a number that is uh, at or below this 8MA. All right, so we're looking at 22 right here, 23. So I'm looking at the mid to low twos to just accumulate. All right. Um, they give it to you, you take it, you hold it, and you stay with your convictions. Right. There's no reason to buy this at 35 up here. As you can see, it goes all the way back down. To 29, and then it comes back even more down. You could have bought the next day at 25, right? So there's no reason to slap the ass. Don't get FOMO. Um, don't be emotionally stuck to a stock at all or anything like that, okay? So when you see this, you should think accumulation at these low levels, buy those dips. So every time you see a number, all right, like this is huge right here. Look, we jumped up 24, and then a couple days later, all right, you're down 16. That's a huge, huge entry right there to grab that and then hops all the way up to 35. Those are what you're looking for. You're looking for accumulating this, all right, and selling this, okay? Even if it's not all, hold a portion, sell a portion of them out, buy it again down here, all right? Do what you want to do. Be smart about your thing. Indicators of bullish is all get out on the daily. Obviously, the hourly is going to be there too. So I'm expecting a red as our on Monday as our 8MA is coming down. It could bounce off of here and go up. That doesn't make sense based on the last profile of this stock, as we can follow the 8MA. It comes down and then touches off. It comes up, comes down, up, down. So I'm assuming the same thing here. Down, buy, accumulate, up. You can sell some. Down, accumulate, comes up. You guys, it's just a pattern. I mean, shoo, just follow the pattern. All right. This is the MACD. I'm trying to get myself more into it. I know I told you in my other videos I don't really do it. I want one more indicator just to see if there is an advantage to this. You know, as we can see right here with the 8MA, all right, going below the 21, we signal that as a bearish sign, and when it goes above, a bullish sign, okay? Trying to see, I mean, if we look at here, the MACD line going over the smooth line right here, it gives us that indicator sooner, and we could have got out a lot sooner. So I'm testing it out. I'm going to see how it works and going through that as well. All right. So I'm going to use that. Remember, I'm going to use whatever most traders use because, you know, that's how we're going to get that's how this thing works. You know, that's how traders are trading. If we're all doing the same thing, then we all understand how it's going to move, and it's going to move that way because we're all doing it that certain specific way. All right. It doesn't work if I just do it one way and nobody else does it that way, because I mean, that doesn't make any sense. All right. If we're all on the same page, that's how the stocks work. And that's why charts work. All right. CFGX, bullish long run, hold and accumulate, dip Monday, in my opinion. Okay. CYBL. I also called this one for going on Friday. Low volume. Once again, I mean, look at these volume numbers. Let's look at the hourly. Um, just abysmal right here. And this is just the market in general. But look right here. People are definitely accumulating the stock. You can look at the accumulation and distribution line. But as you can see, as we're going here, definitely some consolidation coming back down a little bit. Fully expect this to come back up shortly. I hope you keep dipping though, because I want more of you. I have no rush for this stock to get jumping because I want this thing to come down, touch the 200, and I want to buy more of it down here because this thing's going to hit double digits. It's fantastic. It's great, great, great stock. As we can see right here on the MACD, these lines right here are an indication of how far apart the green line is away from the red line. All right, and then as it crosses over, you want the green on top here. That's the bullish one. I try to do the same lines. I think it switched me up. I had this thing in blue. I'm going to switch it later. Anyways, as you can see, it's bullish. As it's coming down, it's crossing down and below. It's just slight. I'm expecting this thing to bounce back up here this week. So CYBL bullish coming into the week, heading back to fives. And look at this curl right here. It's going to start jumping again. I bet you Monday it starts jumping to fives. Tuesday the latest. Definitely feel Monday though for CYBL. Unfortunately, I want you to go down some more so I can get some more. All right, UATG. This one is about to accumulate and bust out. All right, low floater. It means low shares. So it's just getting accumulated. Okay, this thing doesn't blast off until volume hits in, and you just want to make sure that you have it before it goes. 2.4s are the best area I found to buy. As you look right here in the blast off, look at the volume spikes right here. That's what sends this up and away. All right, accumulation zone. Everybody is either holding, it's low volume, so they're buying the dips, people getting impatient and just selling. But look how it's staying in this pennant. Okay, it came down and it's just staying in here the whole time. I wouldn't even look at the indicators on the hourly right, or this is the daily, excuse me, on the daily right now. As this is coming up, obviously, which is going to be great. But what I would look forward to in this is just accumulating these low zones. Remember, we'll always meet resistance before we make a cross. Okay, it's insane how it happens every time. You're like, oh, this thing's so close. I'll get in right here, and it's just gonna soar up, and then it goes, and it drops down to like 2.5, and you bought it at like 3.05. All right, and you're like, oh, it's just gonna keep going, and it drops down here because they're trying to fight it. The shorts are trying to fight it off. So always safe to play once it crosses over. Looking at the hourly right here, accumulation zone 2.4. Look how it's holding this line. This was a steal for whoever picked up that. I mean, it's not much more than 233 and 239. So holding up, bullish mark is kicking up, and then we also have the golden cross going to come up in here in about a week or so. And this thing's going to continue to, it's going to go up, it's going to consolidate and go up, pull back and consolidate. It's going to make that beautiful chart. This one's a hold, in my opinion, and just buy the dips. All right, great stock. PUGE, one that should have had another breakout on Friday. But as we know, that volume level, all right, look at these spikes on the volumes right here. That's what's sending them up. And we've just kind of been flat. I mean, that's just how the market was on Friday. We had this big spike right here because of the 8 MA crossing over the 21 in a bullish turn of events right here. Somebody needed some keg money, all right, so they're just dropping it down. That was stupid. If you could pick that up, pick it up, I would, in my opinion. This thing is very bullish, and I feel that this is going to rip on Monday. All right, let's look at this thing right here. All it needs is some volume. Crossover on the MACD going up as well. This is false right here. This dip is always false, in my opinion. They're just trying to bring it back down. As long as we have buyers, it's simple. Supply and demand, okay? Supply is high, demand is low, the stock goes down, okay? Demand is high, supply is low, the stock flies up, all right? Buy the supply, so you are the supply line. So when that demand comes up, you sell at what you want, okay? You name the price, and that's how you make money, okay? Don't slap that, don't bid whack and hit the bid, all right? Spread out your offering. So don't put everything. Let's say you have 1 million shares of PUGE. Okay, don't put 1 million of them at 1.5. All right, that's gonna block the ass right there. But Mr. Realistic, I've got these $4.95, $6.95 commissions I gotta pay every time I gotta do this. You need to leave my channel right now if you're that person. Seriously, I mean, freaking ridiculously stupidest thing I've ever heard. All right, there's some that I use, like Interactive Brokers, that is super expensive because of their features. Actually charge me like $100 for commissions, but guess what? You're making that money back tenfold on just an extra 0.0001. All right, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. All right, sell that thing at 50K, 100K. All right, something that's not going to block the stock, and put it at 0.149, 0.151, and spread them out as they go up. Sure, you spent $50 in commissions, but you just made about, I don't know, a couple $100 extra doing it that way. All right, don't tell me about commissions. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Just frustrates me, just boils my effing blood, excuse me. But some of the things that we all do is just stupid, and we're just uneducated on that, and I'm here to help educate you in an entertainment possible way. So make sure that you are being smart about this, okay? When you are putting in your orders, do not sell 100% right off the bat or into the bid. That'll bring it down. The bid is the support line for the stock to continue to grow. If you take out that bid, all right, the price will drop. You will lose more money, as you will not gain a profit as people are selling down in the price. You chase it as it's down because you think it's going to fall now. All right. You use that strong support, okay, and you spread out your ask, what you want for it, in smaller amounts so that that support stays there strong, and that other sellers, okay, if we're all doing small amounts, the buyers will come by. They're not worried about that price. As long as the support's there and it's going up, they think it's a steal. They go in, they buy it, it goes higher, and you're making more money along the way. That commission fee is nothing. Nothing. Do not worry about that. Do not stress about that. Do not bid whack. That means take out the support on the bid, okay? Just because you're like, oh, I'm done with this stock. I want to get the F out of here. All right? Don't do that. All right? Learn how to trade. That's what we're here for. You need help? Plenty of people out there to help you, including myself. All right? We're here to help because we want to educate the community. All right? So, PUGE breakout Monday. Feeling it. Feeling it. All right? All it needs is volume. That's all it needs. And it's going to get it. We know how strong the stock is. It's one of the reasons we all got onto it. All right, so strong it shot up here because it has a couple days of consolidation. Don't fret. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice how it's going up and it's staying at the 8 MA. Goodbye Monday. 150 plus coming in boards. Enjoy that PUGE TGGI. Man, this is the most predictable freaking stock of all time right now. If you are buying at the bottom here and you just follow this trend line and you say, I'm going to put a buy order here, buy order here, buy order here, not even going to touch it for this day, buy order here. I mean, look at it. It's just following this trend line. Watch, it's going up. I think it was triple two. So it goes from, let's start here. This is the line 8.6, 8.7, 9.1. Huge jump at 107. It's coming back down 101. All right. 9.6, 100, 101, 103. I bet you it's 105, 106, 107 on Monday until news comes out. I bet you it's there. It's just going to continue. I mean, look at this thing. It is just running and consolidating. It's going to boom at one point. Don't worry. Your patience will pay off. But yeah, great stocks. Going to be fine. It's just upward consolidation. All right, TONR, toner. Huge jump, consolidation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's my pink day? That's basically all you guys are waiting for. This thing's going to boom and bust. Not bust, but boom and jump. As you can see, it's going up into a bullish pennant. Once we get a couple more days, if there's no news or anything, I certainly believe that it's going to jump through here and bust up anyways. It's fallen to 8 MA and just hugging that, and this is going to continue to go here. It'll bounce off of here and go up. Toner, bullish. Just need to wait on pink status and going through. Just like most of these stocks out here, the OTC is just that sloth and Zootopia with the stamp and jeez, oh flip, man, it's so frustrating. But my question is, why did they wait so long? All these companies knew it for months. All right, that's the one thing that's got me in the head. I'm like, what the hell are you thinking? RSI's cooling off too. You guys are good. All right, KYNC, most frustrating stock in the whole OTC. Whoop whoop. I don't know what to tell y'all. Somebody's messing with you, and somebody's messing with Rick Wilson stocks. EXMT as well. That stock literally has revenue coming in, buying buildings for their marijuana purchases and everything of that nature, and it's still sitting at what, 4? Doesn't make any freaking sense. So somebody's messing with this, but anyways, it's staying on the trend line. It's going to continue to grow and grow as we go. Bearish cross right here. I'm fully expecting this to turn around. It's so undervalued for what they have coming on their app. I mean, you got the crypto exchange that just announced, and it's going to go live down the road. Excuse me. Then you have crazy amount of other things going on as well in there. You've got that taxi app, you got the ticket app that's going there. I mean, you've got so many things going on in this app. Real estate, home services. I mean, it's literally a super app. This thing's going to be fine. It's undervalued. People are going to start noticing. It's going to start taking off. Don't stress about it. Hold, accumulate, and forget about it. I wouldn't even tweet about it. I wouldn't even do anything about it. I just let that sucker go because it's going to do about it. It's going to do everything on its own. All right, bullish long term on KYNC. All right, PJET right here. This thing's flying on up, just like I said it would. Flying on up daily, flying up on the hourly. Indicators are go. I mean, look at this thing. It's one of these ones you just buy these dips right here and just hold. It's a low floater. All right, you buy the dips, just let it roll. Buy the dip as it goes up. I mean, this thing's just floating on the 8 MA. It's coming down. It's going to come down some towards, as I said, 8 MA comes up. This thing is going to be 5 cents in no time. Bullish on PJET. All right, 2 more to go. AHFD. AHFD right here had a massive jump back on the 11th. the 12th. I had a look, it's a profit taking on the 13th, ridiculous amount on the 14th jump, and then we came back some on the 15th. All right, RSI is stupid and went all the way to 9.6. We're sitting currently at 8.1. Obviously, all the indicators are very bullish on this stock on the daily and on the hourly. I cannot in my right mind justify saying to in a mid 80 stock. This is what I would say with AHFD. Wherever you feel comfortable buying, buy and hold, because it looks like it's going to get there. And one day the RSI is going to be too much and it's going to drop down and it's purple. All right, don't fret. That's what's going to happen. So, buy the dips, sell the rips. I mean, I can't tell you anymore. These things, these usually come down and touch the indicators on the hourly. I mean, look, it flew through the 8 MA, so coming down towards right here. I think it's been running too hot. It should come down and touch this 21 MA. It should come down and touch this 50 MA or somewhere around there before it goes up again. So look for it. Don't count on it. Best thing to do with these things is buy at a level that you feel comfortable at. So, we've got up to nearly 70. We're sitting 69. And it's sitting at low mid 50 right now. So if you feel like that's a good entry for you, then you buy a little bit. You don't go all in. You buy a little bit, and if it dips some more, you buy a little bit. All right, and if it gets down to here, you buy a little bit, and it goes down here, you buy a little bit. No, it's not going up there, but you get what I say. And as it comes up and it pulls back, buy a little bit, and then you see the chart going up, buy a little bit on the dips. So don't buy the green. All right, buy the red. Super bullish on AHFD. I think it needs some more of a pullback because this RSI levels are not attainable for a long time. So expect some type of pullback down the road. Accumulate low, and if it dips and you want some more, there you go. LEAS is our final stock of the day. It had a nice drop on here, which does not surprise me one bit. Look at this thing. All right, September 29th, took off a overbought section, shooting to 87, 89, and free falling now to 58. That's a good thing. You all are fine. All indicators are bullish. You all are okay. All right, so we've got bullish on the long term, the 50 over the 200. You've got the 21 right here over the 8 MA, which is a bearish move, hence the downward trend right here. This is fine. What you're going to find out is this is going to act as support. Let's get a support line in here. Horizontal line, please. All right, so we're going back to our support. Okay, so it looks like we're acting as 117 is that support. So remember, all right, as you go up, this is your new high. This is your previous low right here. Okay, so new highs are right here. So this is acting as a support level. You don't want to see it break below this. If it breaks below this, it will go to the next support level. Okay, and then the next, and it just kind of goes from there. All right, all the way 55. So I don't see this. This is too strong of a stock to go any lower than this. So if you could pick it up in the 115 area, it's a steal. Anywhere in here, I think the lowest would be 109. I doubt it. I bet you it starts consolidating here. MACD is coming back down and in. Probably consolidate, start turning green, and make another uptrend. So new low will be a new high. New low will be a new high. This thing is building itself up to be a beast. Do not sleep on this. This thing looks great. So don't fret. You always have bigger pullbacks on bigger runs. So you all had a massive run. Let's see, measuring. Let's see, beginning down here all the way to the tippity top of that wick. Okay, so bottom all the way to the top of this wick was the highest point. That is 1,046.68%. That's why you're pulling back. All right, ran really hot. People are going to take it 10x. Yeah, I take 10x. All right, so now let's let's look at the opposite right now. So from the top of there to the bottom of right now, it's pulled back 37.47%. You're fine. All right. Even if it dips some more. Okay. Comes down here, you know, I don't think it'll go that far down. So accumulate. Watch for fake bounces on big pullbacks. I'll keep an eye on this for y'all. What you want to see is just holding this line right here and accumulating. If it breaks below this line, you're gonna want to wait on buying to see how far it goes down. All right. So if it breaks support, don't buy, in my opinion, because it continued to drop. All right, that's it for me, Mr. Realistic. I hope you all enjoy your football Sunday, and I will catch you all tomorrow for another episode of Bearish or Bullish, where we'll see most of these stocks and how they reacted to my said theories and my, hopefully I can continuing entertaining you all. All right, have a great day. Go Skins, beat the Chiefs.